Well, yesterday, Wednesday of the first week of spring, was a rain out. Gully washer. What did we get? About 2 inches of rain here. Yep, about 2 inches of rain. Guess Jane pulled out some netting from somewhere. Anyway, so still got some spinach over there, gonna be pulled. A lot of weeds coming up in that, and it's starting to bolt, so that's gotta go. Inside there, some garlic. And pretty good stuff too. Let's see, I don't know why she's keeping it covered. So we got here. So there's some big old garlic right in there. Just digging it. You don't cover these things. It's kind of a mess, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of weeds in there. This needs to be weeded. A good project. We're gonna get to some of that. Looks like lettuce or something. This has dirt splashed up on it. I don't know. So, anyway, yeah, it's dirt. A lot of weeds in there. How are you gonna tell the weeds from the plants? Good Lord, you need to take care of that. And maybe that's why she's keeping it covered. So I don't see it. Good project. It's got some, looks like some chard in there. These bad boys, piece of garlic, never grew garlic before. They're looking like something. Those things just jumped out of the ground back in the fall, and now they are looking like they're gonna amount to something. Look at that. So she finally pulled up our winter mixed salad. So I'm not sure what she's got. I know she told me 3 or 4 times what she's gonna put in there, but I don't remember. And we got the kale we've been eating on, and she got some red lettuce in there. I don't know why, but the green stuff just didn't do well. A lot of it kind of didn't make it. Hey, Hannah, you're beautiful. Did you know that? You are. You're so pretty. Look at that. You gonna pose for the camera? Yes, you gonna pose. Yep. You sure are a pretty girl. Look in the camera. Show everybody them pretty eyes. Is you looking away from the camera? You don't want to be in the pictures? Yeah, you're a cutie, ain't you? Yeah. Oh, I think that's exciting. Got the peas coming up.
Yep, and this is the side that wasn't covered, but still you see some peas. Not as many, one.
Yeah, you got one popping up there.
Yep.
It was a proud moment. Happy birthday.
So far, no turnips, but something's been digging in here.
Yeah, look at that.
Messing up my turnips.
Squirrels. Squirrels, no doubt. So you got turnips planted in here.
Yep.
Got your little stringy looking onions going on over there. They're starting to perk up though.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you transplanted them? They're all like laying around. Now they're standing up.
Yep.
Good sign.
It's a very good sign.
We have onion sign. Now you got some onions back there that were survivors from back in the fall.
Yes. The sturdier now looking.
Yeah, mixed in with some newer onions.
Yep.
That you had started in the house.
Sturdier are the white onions, but I forgot their names now. But they're
yeah, they look like they're gonna produce something there. Look at that.
Yep. And then the smaller ones are the candy onions.
Yeah.
And you can see the red, so you can tell that they're definitely going to be red.
Oh, you're talking about this little guy here?
See that red?
Yeah. And there's another one there. All right. So that's doing pretty good. You got some more over here on this side. And then some other ones here. So let's see how these things take off this spring. I was just looking at your garlic down there.
Yeah.
And that garlic's looking pretty good.
Good.
So,
sweet.
Yeah. So I think we need to uncover that. However, a lot of weeds in that bed. What you doing? You neglecting the garlic.
No.
They tough. They're tough. They're tough looking.
I'm weeding a little bit every day.
I know.
And you have weeding?
No, I'm not weeding. Yes, I am. I'm weeding that forest over there. You see, that's what I've been weeding. I've been pulling big weeds You pull these little suckers
Which is
out
true.
of
We call those holly trees weeds.
Yes, we do. They are weed trees. There's so many of them.
Yeah, sometimes when you pulling weeds is a lot funner than me pulling weeds.
You think so?
Yeah.
So you got carrots in there.
Yep. There's nothing coming up yet.
And I guess the rainstorm wasn't too bad on them.
It doesn't look like it was too bad on them.
Yeah, had 2 inches. We did tarp this area. And you can see, got a lot of rain. I do like the fit of that tarp there, so I ordered another one. Will be in Monday.
So it looks like it's creeping back up to under 90 degrees in there.
All right, so what you're saying is we need to open up this other side.
Yeah, we're gonna move things around.
All right, so we did put a little spinner on here, and by the way, that is one horrible job with the PVC glue. I'm gonna have to see if I can sand that off or paint it or something. That just looks terrible. That's gonna bother me forever. Don't ask me to do a plumbing job. And so that worked. So we need to do the same thing on the other side.
Yeah. I have to feed my plants, so I'm gonna do that first, and then move.
All right, so she's gonna feed these guys. We're gonna move these out of the way. That barrel's empty, and then we'll go ahead and start taking that plastic off. All right, so that's our solution for our roll-up sides. 1-inch PVC. And we put a little T-handles on the end so we can spin it. When it sits on the ground, they sit on the ground kind of flat and kind of keeps it from spinning, I guess. And then we haven't done it yet, but we'll put a bungee down on the bottom to hold the right at the end of the pipe there, hard against the fencing. So that's how we did this this hoop house. We built a 3-foot fence. It's 21 foot long. And we have 5 cattle panels, and then of course then we built a ridge so that the cattle panels had something to push against on the top of that fence. You'll see like right there. So that worked out pretty good. So here's my solution. So I nailed some straps up behind here, and then I have a hook. I need to get some grommets for that, or that won't last. I mean, it's just a strap, ain't gonna last forever anyway, but I gotta get some grommets to help it last a little longer. But that's what we did. That's how we built this thing. So essentially we built 2 parallel fences, 21 foot long, and then we put of course 1/2-inch mesh on it. We used a lot of that mesh this last year. And then we decided, I had a bunch of flitches. We were gonna, I think there's still mesh on the other side of that. We were gonna either cover it out with plastic, but then we had those slabs that come off the sawmill. And I thought, what a hoot it would be to just slap those onto the side as sort of a cover. And that worked out pretty good for us. That worked out. So this door is just, you know, it's an oak frame door. And then we put wiggle wire on it, and then of course it's behind that is a screen. So you come inside here, we took a different approach. We did put some staples, as you can see right there, to kind of tack things in place. Then we went back and put in Adel clamps to help hold down the wire, or to hold down the wire. That was just so much easier than just banging on that deal. Now, you know, school's out whether or not those Adel clamps is a good idea or not, but it sure made the assembly of this thing much easier, right? So they just wrapped around that the wire and screwed straight in, and then we wrapped we put this and screwed down some pipe insulation on top of the header that went across there. So that's how we basically attached all this. So then we got a little, you know, $100 fan from Walmart on a Home Depot, and then pinned it up there. We put a ridge beam across the top. Not so much to provide support for the top, because believe it or not, it doesn't really need it. These cattle panels are pretty rigid. However, it was a great place to hang stuff from. So the first thing we thought was we'd hang the hose from up there. And it kind of pivots from this center point. You'll notice that it's it's wire tied to that hook, and so from that you can, and then you hang it up there when you're done, and that hose can reach all corners of the house. I think it's too muddy over there to work today, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that rest another day. I think tomorrow's supposed to be another good day, no rain. It's very, very humid today, so that a little task we started the other day, I'll get back to it tomorrow. So I did finally put the wood chips in from the other day. Put the wood chips there, and on the back side of this, that's going to be filled in with compost, etc., and that's going to get filled out with wood chips a little bit later as well.